Tonight, I'm going to be making a fence for my router table. I'm not very happy with the fence that's on there now. It's a bigger nuisance than it's worth. I need something that's a full fence, not a half fence or a gapped fence. So I'm actually going to be using the rails from a headboard that I salvaged. I was kind of going back and forth, racking my brain about what I could use, and I just happened to come out in the garage one evening and saw that they already had a channel. They had holes that could be utilized for attaching temporary fences. So I'm gonna see what I can do with those. A couple months ago, I ended up buying this router and router table from a gentleman who had it for sale in my neighborhood. I didn't think about it at the time, but the fence that came with this router isn't a full fence. As you can see, there's a gap between the two pieces. Well, I noticed that when I was making a set of cornhole boards, as I pushed my workpiece through, when it got close to the end, it had the tendency to kind of fishtail here, and I'd get sways in my work. Also, I didn't realize at the time either that this fence has a chamfer on it that fits into this groove, and it really limits how far back and forward you can slide the fence, which limits the size of the workpiece that you can push against the fence on the router. So for a bigger piece, you have to take the fence off. And these are the two headboard rails. And as you can see, they have these holes here that were used to adjust the height of the headboard. I'm going to use these for installing temporary fences onto this router fence. I have the bolts that came with this that I can use, so they're already perfectly sized. And I've made my marks here where I'm going to cut these off, and I'll put a pocket hole screw in here to hold one of these boards on as the fence. And that's pretty much it. I got my pieces cut, and now I'm using my Craig Mini to set the pocket holes. I have the Craig set up according to the instructions. I like to keep those handy just for quick reference. Craig is not a sponsor of this video, but this Mini really comes in handy for projects like this. It's quick, it's easy to set up. I have the two rails attached with pocket holes and glue to the fence, and I have it lightly bolted onto the table. I don't want to bolt it too hard down right now because the glue is still a little damp, but I just wanted to set it up and check the fit. I left the fence a little long, so I have something to brace prior to getting to the table, and I have a brace after getting off of the table, just for an extra long piece. And again, I'll use these holes if I need to attach any type of temporary fence, and as time goes on, I'll raise the router bit and probably cut a channel in here to get it up closer onto the bit and just give me that much more. All in all, I think the fence is going to work out well for me and what I need. It was a quick build. It took maybe 20 minutes without having to stop and film. It was 5 cuts, 2 pocket holes, and a little bit of glue. If you like that video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button, or leave me a comment below.